Alrighty, welcome Dragon Egg team. We're glad to have you here at Node Nation. We're here with the CEO and founder, Contagiante. Um,
Yeah.
with that, let's go ahead and open up. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what your project is, what you guys do, what chain you're on, a little bit about your team.
All right. So, hey everyone. I hope everyone's doing fine. It's good to see some familiar faces over the space on this AMA as well. My name is Amin, and I'm from Morocco. I'm already doxed with the community, and the project that I'm doing is Dragon Egg Game. Dragon Egg Game, it's not just a play to earn game or just anything like that, risk to earn game. It's something unique. By unique, I mean it's really unique. So first, Dragon Egg Game, it's not just a game, it's a gamified protocol. Gamified protocol is the mix between a game and the DeFi protocol, a game protocol and the DeFi protocol. With having this mix, we intend to create that sustainability and that balance between our token, stacking our NFTs, forging our NFTs, and everything like that. The team members, we are three team members, as I've said earlier. I'm the founder, CEO, and the lead dev of Dragon Egg Game. I have my project manager who is representing Dragon Egg Game as an official ecosystem who is willing to launch on the Avalanche mainnet this Sunday. So the mint it will happen this Sunday. And the front end engineer, he is right here with me since we are real friends and we live on the same country as well right now. All right, let me just open my Medium article and start explaining what is Dragon Egg Game and how is everything will make the balance between itself. So first, from the first Medium article, everyone can see that Dragon Egg Game is not a game, it's a DeFi, a DAS, a NAS, and mixed with NFTs. Why we intend to choose this? It's because the NFTs, it's the perfect reward for all the early investors. I'm gonna explain this later on once I will explain the forging. And the DeFi, it's the part where people, they will be able to stack their NFTs to generate a sustainable passive income. And the nodes, it's the forging part, which we had it and which we added it just recently so that we can fix the problem of limiting investors. So the node as service and the forging part on the Medium article, the main thing explaining this is what I will explain to you right now. So the NFTs, they are just a limited number. It will be they must be 10,000, 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000, but at the end, it's just limited edition NFTs for investors who are willing to join your projects. The goal of adding that forging, it will help us having an unlimited number of investors so that early investors can buy our NFTs from our D app and trade them over the secondary marketplace. But at the end, it's not the end. We will have that staking options where people can forge an NFT and have that APY added to the rewards on our D app as well. All right. Anything else? Yeah. Okay, so Dragon Egg Game, we are trying to build a strong, robust treasury using USDC as our main token for the investments and to inject liquidity as well. The goal of having a USDC as a native token, not AVAX or something like that, is to avoid that bearish and the bullish movement of the market with all the news going on on the world right now, the war between Russia and Ukraine. Those news, they impact the crypto, and once they impact the crypto, everything starts to range. To avoid that and to have a strong treasury that is not moving, we intend to have that USDC over everything. For the tokenomics as well, we had 5 billion yolk on the total supply. 70% of that yolk goes to the community wallet, 20% to the investment wallet, and 10% to the team wallet. The 10% of the team wallet, we already burned that yolk, so the team right now doesn't hold any yolk balance over our wallets. Everything on the investment wallet is something that, like, we sent the yolk for the investment wallet, so it's like a backup. If we need more tokens to inject them into liquidity or to add them onto the community wallet or anything related to the game, we have that 1 billion yolk saved on the investment wallet. The fees of Dragon Egg Game are 10% on each sell. So for each sell, you will have a 10% tax fees. 7% from that fee, it will go to the community wallet, 2% to the investment wallet, and 1% to the team wallet. The 7% that went to the community wallet, it is mainly used to inject liquidity, to invest into new projects, to have new investment proposal for Dragon Egg Game, and to share them with the community. The 2% that will go to the investment wallet, it's the money that we will use to hire devs, designers, mods, marketing, influencers, so that like Dragon Egg Game is continuously building itself over time. The 1% that is sent to the team wallet, it's as well just a safe and a backup funds for everything upstairs. So the team wallet, it's just a safe and a secure closet where we put that 1%. Whenever we need them on one of those two wallets, we will send them directly to it. The staking, right now, I will move to the staking part, and where people, they will have a sustainable passive income from our protocol and our ecosystem. All right. The treasury of Dragon Egg Game is divided into two pools, the liquidity pool and the reward pool. The liquidity pool, it's mainly considered from the community wallet, as I explained, the investment wallet, and the team wallet. The reward pool, it's something where people, they will get the yolk from once they stake their NFTs. So the reward pool, it will have its own wallet where everything that we collected from the mint is sent there, so that like we have a good amount of yolk, so that like the reward system starting to turn out step by step. The Dragon Egg Game NFTs, there are 4: the rare dragon, the epic dragon, the common dragon, and the egg. We have 3,333 for each phase, 10,000 in total, and for each phase you will have a limited number of how many dragons can people mint. So for example, for the rare dragon, it's 333 maximum limit on each phase. It will bring up 1,000 rare dragon on total, because like it's rare. As you can see from the APY boost on our second Medium article, the rare dragon give you a reward of 0.8%, which give you up almost to 80 yolk per day. Everything that I said here is just explained perfectly in our second Medium article as well. And the NFTs, they will have an option for stack. A stack of NFTs is when you're gonna stake 3, for example, 3 rare dragon. So a stack of 3 rare dragon is being done once you're gonna stake 3 rare dragon NFTs. This will give you a 2.4% daily APY boost, and for each 3 stacks, you're gonna have another 0.05 added for a stack. That will help us boost the passive income on people while preserving the value of our token and keeping everything balanced. The stake and claim. The stake and claim options, they are done by Dragon Egg Game devs and the team, and the goal of this is it's the part where people can claim their reward and stake their NFTs. So let's go everything, like let's sum up everything. Once you are like right now you have a whitelist on Dragon Egg game, you can mint out one of our rare dragons this Sunday, and after the mint is done, we're gonna share our staking platform, Forging platform as well. They are already hosted on our React dApp, but it's just front end, so it's nothing like back end and everything like that. As well, the staking, it's something super easy, which is like changing the statue of an NFT from the staked option to unstaked option. Once it's unstaked, you're gonna have those rewards getting onto your wallets, and they will be displayed on our dApp so that you can claim them whenever you want. The claiming is something super easy. We intend to go something easy for the community. So once you're gonna unstake the NFT, it will send out the NFT from the cold wallet to your wallet, and it will bring up the Yolk reward to your wallet as well. We have a tax for that, and that tax, 100% of that tax is sent to the reward pool, so that like we can generate an automated feed into the reward pool, and we don't have anything dropping yet. The problem of this, as I said earlier, is that the NFTs are limited, and we don't want to limit investor. That's why we have the forgery, Dragon Egg Forgery. Dragon Egg Forgery is where people can use Yolk to craft an additional APY for Dragon. The forging is something similar to nodes. So, for example, think of it, let's take a famous project on the DeFi space as Vapor, for example. You're going to buy tokens to forge a node. On Dragon Egg game, it's something similar. You're using the Yolk token so that you can forge whatever APY you want. You will have a rare Dragon APY, epic Dragon APY, common Dragon APY, and a Dragon Egg APY. The phases and the roadmap, they are explained on the second Medium article, and we have a one fully year roadmap on our website with everything, the V1 of Dragon Egg game, the V2, the ecosystem, and the metaverse game at the final of the year. Yeah, this is everything about the project, and I think me and Mascot right now, we will move on to the questions part, so that like we can have the community and questions, and I can answer all of them.
Well, let me just start off by saying that was incredibly comprehensive. Oh my goodness, that was really quite a vast coverage of everything that you are aiming to do as a project, and I just want to thank you for going over all that in such great detail. That was really, really like well done, and I appreciate that because I think your guys' project is cool, and now it's nice to know, like, you know, hear from the horse's mouth, so to speak, exactly what you guys are planning to do, how everything works, and it's really going to shed some light moving into some of the questions here. At this point, you are able to raise your hand, so if you'd like to come up on the stage, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll bring you up. And if you don't want to do that, you can go into the AMA questions, and there's a little side tab, a little thread for the Dragon Egg AMA, if you guys want to ask any questions in there.
AMA questions.
Okay, so that being said, Vino has posted a question from earlier, and he said, what was the motivation for allowing purchasing of the various levels for whitelist?
All right. So the motivation on that is that instead of having just a random mint where people can like spend money without having any knowledge of what they are gonna buy, we intend to have something clear. And to be honest with you, a Dragon Egg game is built clear from the beginning. The nodes, the vote protocol, the investment votes, and everything is shared on our Discord. And as part of our honesty is to give people the right to buy whatever NFT they want on our first phases as well. So the first phase is where whitelist people can buy our NFTs like directly. They can buy either the rare, epic, common, or egg. They can choose whatever they want. And with that being said, people will have the capacity to calculate whatever the passive income they will have, and they have a bright and a general idea of how Dragon Egg game protocol and ecosystem will go on. This is like the main motivation of us why we choose buying the NFTs directly from our DApp, like each one of them apart and each one of them separate.
Excellent. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. And having wiggle room and stuff in a whitelist is really cool. So it's not just doesn't feel like a gimmick, right? But like there's actually a reason to the whitelist, and the reason that you give access to the people having those there's a reason to giving the access to that level. It's not just like arbitrary. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That was like the purpose of having that whitelist phase like that. And I want to throw some lights about the future of our ecosystem and share some alpha news with you guys. So Dragon Egg game, it is not one game. It's a bunch of games that will be created for the future, and everything that will be used on that will be injected on liquidity. And I will explain this later. So I will start by Dragon Egg game is an ecosystem. An ecosystem is a whole union protocols starting from a gamified project, Dragon Egg game, and we're going step by step so that like we achieve our goal. The second step is launching our V2. The V2 part, it will launch just right away after Dragon Egg game is finally launched with the game and the staking part as well. So the V2, it will be something better graphics, better explained, where everything from Dragon Egg game is invested to that main project that we intend to have. The goal of having Dragon Egg game is to provide the essential community and funds for all the projects that will launch later on. The next project that will launch is our V2 game as a main project. We will have some smaller projects with high to earn investment treasury. That being said, this means that our team, Dragon Egg game team, will create a project with a new Discord, a new Twitter, separated from the mint, and everything that we will collect from that project, it will be mainly used 70% or 80% from that. It will be used to invest onto Dragon Egg game, treasury, liquidity, and paybacks, invest into node projects and into new protocols. With that being said as well, we have another solution. We are just starting to prepare this, is we intend to have our own subnet on Avalanche chain that will hold all of our tokens and that will hold all of our ecosystem. That balance of having a blockchain structured from different node projects, it will give the project, the community, a safe income, safe funds, so that like every time we inject into liquidity, every time we do paybacks, every time we invest into node projects. And the recent project that we invest on is the Red Light node project, Playmates. We have 4 months right now. Our compounding strategy was just started like last Sunday, and we're going step by step by building a trust and a robust community, as well as a trust and strong treasury based on USDC as well. So I guess like this question will pop up later. That's why like I answered it from now.
Yeah. Well, heck yeah. Thank you. That was really, again, just these answers are just clear as day. So I always like intend to be clear and honest with everyone, so that like everyone has and have the right idea, and I don't want to mislead people to my project or giving them the impression that my project is the best one on the space or the DeFi, whereas everyone else trying to figure out that sustainability issue. And with that being said, that protocol and everything that we will do with Dragon Egg game have one purpose: have a safe passive income for the community and for investors. As part of our ecosystem, we don't want to have just a passive and a safe income.
for people in crypto. We will do a big bounty program so that like we encourage security analysts to join our audit team with our with like a defined bug bounty program with bugs, defined bugs, and everything like that. We intend to have a protocol with devs so that like they can help us on the new node project that we will use later on, and everything chained just starting from this basic step, and it's starting to get in expand. We're starting to get in more eyes, and yeah.
Okay, excellent. So we have a new question coming in from the Little Grand.
Mm-hmm.
With only 12,000 members in your Discord, it's going to be tough to sell any amount of NFTs. What's the plan to get more exposure? 1,200, not 12,000. I apologize.
All right. So that's true. With 1,200 member in Discord, it is going tough to sell our NFTs. But like, don't think of the NFTs as something that we intend to have sold out. If we didn't sold out, that's fine, because Dragon Egg forgery will be the main essence to save and to stabilize this income. This being said, the first step is that like we are building a huge marketing team. I have a lot of AMAs. We are doing a lot of questionnaire AMAs over Telegram group and Twitter, a lot of giveaways, a lot of community influencers starting to get into Discord. And with that being said, we're starting to get in eyes over time. And right now, I know our server is kinda dead, but the people who are in it, they are pretty strong and they believe a lot in the project. This is like isn't an assumption, because if everyone checked our token on Discord, on the deck screen on Discord, you can see that is stable and no one is dumping or pumping the chart. Since nothing happened, the token is stable and it's secured down there with having a token as treasury and everything like that. So with that token value and with since like the charts never lies, once people sell, it will appear down there. People doesn't sell the token too much, even if we didn't launch anything right yet. That means that the Discord community and people who have our token, they are holders and they intend to invest into long term. That's the main idea and the main purpose of having that Discord kind of low right now, but our UOT application is in the starting process. I'm speaking with Nylock over the founder. And yeah, with having that UOT being accepted, having those partnerships going well, having marketing team being formed, sharing giveaways, and everything like mixed together, it will create an exposure for our Discord and for the community members, so that like we intend to create a Ponzi tokenomics. A Ponzi tokenomics is something like for every early investor who will into the projects, you will be beneficial on the long term. So it's like people who will buy our NFTs, they are not the same investors as they will invest into Forging, because Forging, it will not give you an NFT. It's just an APY added to your reward. Having an NFTs will give you the ability to unstake, stake, sell the NFT, get out of the project, get into other projects. You don't have a certain limitation. The forgery part, it will have a limitation because people won't have a visual NFT on their wallet. So we intend to create a Ponzi tokenomics style, and that Ponzi tokenomics, it's really hard to create, and it needs a lot of work and a lot of details, starting like planning minimum details, so that like that tokenomics and that Ponzi tokenomics style doesn't break down on the middle or the early stages. Having right now Dragon Egg Game have that base layer found on the step, with having a good early investors that they have a strong and they have a great vision and a passive income vision for Dragon Egg Game and the project. The second question is, when the launch is planned. So the phase 1 of Mint, it will happen this Sunday, 27th March. And once the Mint will happen, I will directly share after that a vote to decide either the phase 2 will be like 7 days after the Mint or 4 days after the Mint. Like the team doesn't want to have a precise day. We intend to do a vote so that like we can see the community and we can see the opinion of the community about this. The third question, do you have bug bounties for your code yet? Nope, we don't have those bug bounties yet, but I have, like, my brother is a security analyst over Meta company, and as first, he did a bug bounty program. He was part of a bug bounty program called Synac, and we will do something similar, but with the blockchain and having Meta and having Facebook as a partner for that. This step will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of efforts to do, but it's something easy. It's something that is being built from zero, from scratch. So we don't have a precise day for the bug bounty program, but it will come as part on our ecosystem and as a part so that like we can have a view from an investor part. So if you are an investor part and you want to invest, for example, $10,000 for the project, you need to check security issues first. With having that bug bounty program, with having our bugs shared publicly with the community and everything, investors will have a general idea of how this project will launch and of how secure the ecosystem is. I guess I answered. Looking on your website, you have Mint. I assume the random will give you one of the other. Nope, the random part, it will not give you one of the other NFT. It's related to the phase 2. So the phase 1, as I explained earlier, is where investors can choose the NFT and can choose directly the NFT they want. That random mint, it will be with the YOLK, not USDC, since we are having 3 phases. The first phase using USDC, second phase using the YOLK, and the third phase, it's using the YOLK as well. Both of the second phase and the third phase, they are random mint. With that being said, people can like choose if they want to mint any NFT they want on the whitelist part, or they can choose a random mint on the whitelist part, or they can invest on the public mint as well on the last part. Like why we use it is, as I said, it's a Ponzi tokenomic style. So early investors need to win for later investors who will come on, like a pyramid. And this part, it will be the first step layer to forge that pyramid where people can have the precious NFT on the game and on the ecosystem, which is the Rare Dragon, directly from our DApp.
Beautiful.
People who will come like later on, they cannot know which NFT they will buy from the random mint, since it's totally random. They can have an egg. They can like have 10 mints, and those 10 mints can have eggs. But if you are earlier, if you want to have 10 mints, you can choose 10 rare dragon and have 10 epic dragon, 10 common dragon, 10 eggs, and you can mix everything as well. I hope I answered like the questions perfectly. If you have like any other questions, just let me know.
Yeah, let me ask. I have one. You see that long term for a lot of these games that don't have large discords, like you see with like Cromata or Axie Infinity, that they suffer with having a lot of volume. So have you guys discussed that as a team? If you only have maybe 500 or 600 wallets in the next month that are really participating with the game,
all right,
how that looks for long-term sustainability, just to low interaction volumes.
All right, we don't have that idea. Like we don't have the same idea, but we have something similar, and it's something just being prepared. Is that we will have a private auctionery with having the queen dragons and the egg coin dragons for that auctionery. Once we will have that, those private wallets who participated on the auctionery will get access first on the game, so that like we limit how many people can get, and we can go step by step, so that like we eliminate the bugs and errors that will happen later on.
Gotcha. Makes sense. So with that said, thank you for answering all those excellent questions. We are giving away a couple whitelist spots today.
Yep,
And
exactly.
so that being said, the first 2 people to come up on stage with a legitimate question, we'll give whitelist spots away too. See how quick
Another
people are.
thing is that, like, since I can see some familiar faces from Dragon Egg game, if you have a whitelist on Dragon Egg game and you want another whitelist, you can either gift it to one of your friends, one of your teammates, whatever you want, or you can redeem it to a free mint that you can use on our public mint as well. So I encourage everyone to get up and start asking these questions. We don't mind.
Beautiful.
Is the code finalized? The code of the game, it's not finalized yet. So right now, the code of our token, it's finalized. The code of the 3 phases of mint is finalized. The final code of our staking, we will share it with the community on the testnet this Monday or Tuesday. So before 1 week or 2 weeks before the public mint. And once we will finish and the staking, the forging is done, we will share some previews of the game, a Medium article explaining the stages of the game and what is the main goal of having a game inside a DeFi project. So let me answer just this question a little bit. So the goal of having a game inside the DeFi is that the game will simplify having a fixed burning rate of the token. Right now on Dragon Egg game, it's just me burning manually 100 token, 100k token, 1000 token, whatever I decided. That game, it will help us having that burn rate, fixed burn rate for the token as well, so that like everything is stable between forging, stacking, fees on stacking, feeding the reward pool, and having that burn rate as well.
Excellent. Mr. Jelly, go ahead and ask your question. Thanks for coming up.
Excellent, man. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. I'm really proud to be part of this community. Let me say that right off the bat. Now, great AMA going out so far. 2 questions. One, how often are you planning on doing AMAs? I find it for myself, I tend to invest more in projects if they do AMAs once a week. And the second question is, any like OTC over the counter prices available? Thank you, brother.
All right. So first of all, we are having a lot of AMAs. So right now, this week we had almost like 2 AMAs, and the third one, it will happen this weekend. So on our first stages, we intend to do 3 to 4 AMAs per week, either with other communities or inside our community. And once we will get bigger over time, we intend to limit those on one AMA with the community for a week and 1 AMA with other community. So like 2 AMAs on a week, 1 with the community and 1 with other community that will get voted from our Discord and for the community to vote for. The second part is I don't know if you can hear me yet, guys. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. So the first question is this, and the second question, yeah, we have OTC trades going on Discord, and you can use those OTC tickets to trade tokens. We have an OTC system going on where people can trade token with other people who are willing to sell or buy. So the OTC on Discord, it's not high like $10K, we're just going step by step. So for every requirements, we require $500 and up for buys and $500 for and up for sell, so that like we can find both of those parties and send them those two values on one of the team wallets, and we will send it later on for every part.
All right. One last question, man. If you had to pick pizza or a sandwich, which one would you go with?
Pizza.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's important. It's important. Thank you.
Good stuff. All right, so Mr. Jelly, we'll make sure you get that whitelist spot. If everyone wants to come up, we still got one more whitelist spot to somebody who brings their hand up, and we're going to be giving some more away at the end. But an easy win here if you just throw your hand up real quick. Come up, ask a question. Not seeing any. So we're kind of coming into that 45-minute mark anyway. So do you have any closing remarks about your project that you'd like to sort of say as we come into the close here? Just little last comments or anything that's really stands out to you about Dragon Egg Game that is really, as the founder, your favorite part, the real crux of the project that you really are in love with?
To be honest, and like the perfect part that I'm willing to invest 100% of my time and brain on it is creating that sustainability.
Okay.
If you are the founder of a project and you can see that people have a safe and sustainable income from your project, that's the goal. And that's happiness for every project on the DeFi space right now. So that part is the most creative, the most part that the team will hard work on it. If it's done perfectly, the project is perfect. If they missed anything or they missed a step, that project will go back over time.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Good, solid answer. So my last question before we close out here and get these last whitelist spots out is how big is your team?
All right. So the team right now, we have, I'm the founder. I have a project manager, foreman of my real friend. No one has been joined to that team yet. And the front end, I have my real friend as well here with me. And we have another 2 people who are working as front end developers. And we have as well an investment team, so that like we can invest into project, give some compounding strategy votes for either Dragon Egg Game or other project that we will invest on, so that like we can help the community with having an investment spreadsheet for everyone to secure and to watch Dragon Egg Game treasury behind the scenes without even asking a question or anything. The third part is we started to forming our marketing team with community influencers and with TikTok influencers as well, with YouTubers as well. This team is starting to get expanded. And we have right now 1 influencer on the community, 3 people on the marketing team, and 2 YouTubers on the team as well. One is a German YouTuber. The other one, we just did an AMA with them. It's James Pelton. And we intend to have a long partnership with everyone who is working for Dragon Egg Game, with Dragon Egg Game, or will help us building Dragon Egg Game.
Perfect. We have Chaps coming up here for one last question. We'll go ahead and get those whitelists given away really quick. So we have 5 spots left to get on the Dragon Egg Game whitelist. So the first 5 people to tag Contagiante and say Dragon Egg Game in the general chat, we'll give away those whitelist spot too. So the first 5 ats there. I want everybody. Oh, there we go. Several people typing in general chat. That's what I want to see. And while we're doing that, Chaps, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah. Well, I missed the beginning of the AMA, so maybe you already answered that. And sorry. if it's the case, you don't have to answer. But
That's fine, brother.
before going
It's totally fine.
before going into a project, I like to know the story behind it, and I like the theme of your project. I like it a lot, and I was just wondering like where that come from, and yeah, basically what's the background story around
All right.
it.
All right. That's a perfect question. So the story of Dragon a game is following our goals earlier as creating a Ponzi tokenomics style, right? Having a Ponzi pyramid tokenomics. The story of Dragon a game is dragon that will search for queen's egg on the first version. The virtual one is dragon having a war with witches as well. The third step is dragon having witches and having another war with NFTs and everything that I'm explaining right now. It will be a playable play to earn. So it's not something like automatic play button and you have the output. No, you will be moving with your keyboard and your mouse over our level so that like you can find eggs, defeat enemies, collect coins, collect tokens, and having everything done. The story behind Dragon Egg game is that like me, I'm as a founder of the idea from my early days, I wanted to create a game. And having a game means you will need a lot of characters, a lot of people, a lot of NFTs, a lot of names, a lot of styles. And I chose the dragon and witches style so that like I cannot find any troubles leading the community to the veto or to any other projects on the ecosystem.
Nice, that's cool. Thank you, man.
That's fine, brother.
Great question.
Anything else?
Great answer.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to go ahead and call it there as we're pushing that 45-minute mark. Just a really big thanks to the Node Nation community and the Dragon Egg game community for showing up to be a part of this AMA, to ask great questions and to spend the time with us here. I know it's coming into the weekend for a lot of people, and so spending this time with us is really valued by the Node Nation team and the Dragon Egg game team. And a big thanks to the Dragon Egg team for wanting to be a part of Node Nation as far as coming over here and sharing time to do an AMA with us. And we really appreciate you guys, and we look forward to following your project further down the line. So, Contagiante, we appreciate you, and we will definitely stay in touch here at Node Nation. Thank you so much.